What's going on, guys? FallenRedZeo here, back with another review of the Star Wars Black Series figures. This time we have the GameStop exclusive Gaming Greats figures, as they're called, with the Jedi Knight Revan from Galaxy of Hero, if you can see that down at the bottom. And then we got the Heavy Battle Droid from Battlefront 2. So these are two great looking figures. I love the colors and different takes on them. So of course we have the Jedi Knight version of Revan, which again, as it says, from Galaxy of Heroes, so it's a different version as opposed to Darth Revan, where he's now, turned into a Jedi, and he has these nice cool white robes on. He has purple lightsaber, and the box art looks amazing with that purple. It just looks absolutely amazing with the purple background, all that. Just a perfect looking figure. Then we get the Battle Droid, pretty similar version of a Battle Droid we've had already. It's just in the darker brown color to go with the heavy version. Of course, in the game, you can change your droids to all different colors and stuff. This was more kind of like the Geonosis one, at least from what I've seen of the game. It, of course, comes with all the different guns and everything. It looks amazing, though. I love the whole colors, though, of the purple and the brown. Like, they even add the color on the front, and the box and sides match to go with it. So it just fits perfectly, and you can see, like, on the box here. So we have Jedi Knight Revan there, and the purple looks amazing there as well with the picture on the back. And of course there's the thing, if you wonder, it says journey from Sith to Jedi is complete in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, as a redeemed Jedi Knight Revan wields his purple lightsaber while cloaked in white Jedi robes. So there's, a little bit of understanding, of course, the purple there. Of course, purple is one of my favorite colors, so I think it looks amazing, so that's really cool. But let's go and get into them, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Leave a thumbs up if you do, and hit that subscribe button. Let's check them out. So here we got Revan, and again, I don't know a whole lot about the backstory of Darth Revan. I know he was introduced in the Knights of the Old Republic, but I never played that game because I was a little bit too young when it came out, so I don't know a whole lot about it. I know, though, he is a Jedi, or was a Jedi, that ended up going off in a war, coming back as what they called a Sith, and so kind of like the start created of the Sith, and so he then became Darth Revan, which is how I've mostly known him. And of course we've had the Darth Revan figure in the past, but this is the Jedi Knight version, and I don't know if this is supposed to be him before he turned Sith, or this is afterwards, because I think he kind of switches back and forth. But again, I don't know the whole backstory for sure, but I think he looks really cool, though, in this outfit and attire. I really like the lighter side colors. Of course, we have the white or cream looking outfit with the gold accessories on over. It just looks super cool. So like if we pull it close, there's a look at his mask there. And so again, it reminds me a lot of like a Mandalorian, which I know he fought in like the Mandalorian Wars, so I don't know if he got it from that or if he just had, that's just the face or helmet he has. But it looks very cool with the silver, red, and gold there again on the black helmet, which I'm sure you could do stuff with if this hood was on, because it's got a harder hood plastic over this, which I don't know if you can take off or not. It doesn't really look like it, so it's kind of like stuck in there stationary, so you can't really do too much, like especially for movements, this stuff, it won't move there. But the mask looks good. Then again, the white robes over the top are, like I said, cream colored. So he's got the hood up there with some bagginess going on around it down the sleeves. Then he's got the gold gauntlets. He's got the gold chest plate and the gold armor there on the center of his chest and everything there around his waist that goes around to the back there. It's more of like a brown leather there on the back, but the nice metallic gold paint on there is pretty cool. I like circle things here hanging down all around his belt and stuff there. Of course, we have a big one there on the center that has some more of his cloths and stuff. So again, a nice gold cloth there hanging around the front, wraps around the back, comes into the circle, and then hangs down the front of him there, where we also have the cream robe coming down to his feet there. And if we pull the robe up, you can see his pants underneath. So his pants, of course, that match the rest of his outfit in the cream color there. He's got some brown knee pads on, brown shin coverings, and then some boots there with some brown on top of them. So again, looks very nice. I really just love the colors of the cream and the brown. It just fits perfectly together. I wish, like with the box and stuff, and of course with his lightsaber, we'll see, I wish there was some more purple integrated into it, but it's like, if it's not accurate, it's not accurate. But I just think it would kind of look pretty cool with that in it. But for movements, again, like I said, the head, you can't move at all because it's so stiff in there with the hard plastic. But we do have the shoulders that come out to 90 degrees, and of course they can probably rotate all the way around there, but again, the hood gets in the way, that area there, but it does come out to 90 degrees. Then we go down the single elbow joint, so we have the elbow joint, so it can fold in about 90 degrees, and then can actually go kind of a little bit backwards, so he's like broke his elbow, but it also has the rotation in there as well, as you can see. And that leads to the wrist, where we have the wrist that can obviously twist all the way around, and it has a side to side movement there, and the same on the other side as well. Then we got the ab crunch, so a little bit of crunch there at his waist, so we got a little bit of crunch forward, back again, not a whole lot of movement going on there, but it also has the twist there, so we can twist it back and forth. And of course, underneath is hidden all his joints, but we do have the legs. They come out to 90 degrees, of course, hard to see and stuff. You have to get the robe up just to be able to see it. It does have a thigh twist as well in there. Then we go to a double knee joint that comes up about that far. Not too far up, but it is, just enough. Of course, it's going to be hidden by the robe. And then we got the foot that flexes back and forth and can twist side to side. Again, another great figure. This figure is awesome. If I had this myself, I would be keeping it in the box. This is my brother's, so he wants it open. But I just love the purple, the box, and everything. So I would have to definitely keep it in the box. We then get his purple lightsaber. So again, looks very cool. The only other purple lightsaber we've seen is Mace Windu's. And if you saw my Jedi Fallen Order gameplay, I chose a purple lightsaber just because it's my favorite. But the handle looks amazing. It's super long. It's a nice long handle. But you can see it's got the cool designs on it. So it has like all these little like spike pieces coming off at the bottom there. And the spikes that come up to the top, the three of them. There's, of course, the buttons. Just a very cool looking design overall. This this thing looks amazing. But let's go ahead and get in his hand. So there we go. So with that purple lightsaber, it just makes this figure look even cooler. Like makes it stand out a lot more. It just looks amazing. I love the look of this figure a lot, and I hope you do too. I hope you're able to get it. I know it's hard to get at GameStop. That's why I personally don't have one, because I didn't pre-order it. So I hope you were able to find it. I know it's super hard to find, but this Revan figure just looks amazing. And then we got the heavy battle droid from Battlefront 2, and again, this figure looks really cool. I really love the battle droid. This one in the darker brown version, or as I say, the Geonosis version, I think looks really cool. I really love the look and design. But we've had a battle droid before. It's not going to be much different. It's just another variant of the B1 droid. So there's nothing really exciting to go on. Again, it's just a different color version. But if you haven't seen the other battle droid, you know, they look just like the normal battle droid. I guess we don't have to go too much into it. But of course, these are all robot, nice skinny joints and stuff. So kind of flimsy. So that's kind of an issue you have to deal with. But it just got the darker brown color. It has a little bit of metallic tint into it. Then we got the splotches of silver to be like damage and stuff. You can see there on his chest, on the like nose piece, I guess, and kind of spread throughout the body. But it's made up of the darker brown and the dark gray color there. That's kind of interchanged, but it looks very cool. I really love the look of the droid. Again, it just reminds me so much of Geonosis, which is a fun thing to me. But for movements, though, we get a lot of cool movements though. So like the head is on a little ball joint here on the neck, which I assume you can do a lot more cool stuff with it, but it has the head that pops up, so it's on like a little peg in there. Doing that though allows you to get the movements of the head like forward, so you can bend it down, you know, quite a bit like that, and up and back kind of the opposite way as well. So we'll just push that back down. Then of course the top of the head is on a joint as well, so the head can come that far up, that far down, and it has the additional piece there on the back of the head that can allow the more movement. Then going down its body, we have the arms. So the arms are a little bit different, of course. So they're on a rotation point, so they have a rotational all the way around there for 360. And then there are the shoulder joint that's kind of like on a ball that has, you know, a little bit more range of movement, so it can kind of twist around there a little bit. It allows it to come up about 45 degrees, is about as far up as it goes, but just a little bit different there. And then it also has what would be like the bicep twist. And then we've got the single elbow joint, as you can see, but it allows for a lot of range movement, so we can get a little bit over 90 degrees forward, but backwards it goes about 90 degrees there as well. And then we go to the hands, and the hands are on a joint, so they can twist around as usual. And they do have a flexing joint, but this one is stuck on both. Oh, there we go. And so there you get that movement there to be able to move the hands around some. Then we go down to the crunch. It has a little bit of like an ab crunch there, so you can get the droid pretty much straight up or leaning back a little bit. Then we go down to the thighs, so they're on a ball style joint, so the legs can come up 90 degrees, rotate all the way, and pretty much can go 360 if the arms wasn't in the way. But good range movement there, but they don't come out very much. It's just a little bit of a wiggle there is all you get. No thigh twist or anything, but we go down to the knee where we can go back quite a bit, so it can fold up, you know, as much as the calf part there kind of folds up into this. And then it also does go a little bit forward, so again, like a broken knee. And down to the foot, we get an ankle joint, so the ankle can twist around a little bit. There's like a little tiny peg there on the front. I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of stops some of the movement there, but it allows some twisting there. And then the foot can also flex back and forth and has a little bit of a twist right at the foot joint there, so you get a little bit of additional twist. It'd be cool to like get the droid to fold up like they do in the movie. I don't think we can get it to fold down, because then I think the head would fold down as well. And then of course the hands like wrap around, so that's probably about as good as you're going to be able to get it to fold up, but it's kind of cool that you can get it to at least move that much. And another feature of the battle droid is the backpack here. So it has the backpack, and it has these little antennas that you can pull up. I can get that one up. I don't know if this other one comes up or not, but they can move up like that. It has a peg on here to stick the gun, so if you want to take the gun and stick it on there, you can. Or you can take the backpack off completely, and it has some additional pegs there on the back. And it comes with one of its accessories of an additional set of little antennas here, so you just take this and I slide it into the back, goes onto that side there, and it sticks into the back, so you have the antenna sticking up there as well. So a little bit smaller thing, so you don't have the big old backpack. And then I assume the hole there still can hold a gun and everything as well. And speaking of the guns, we get some different guns that go along with this. So we get the first little just like normal rifle gun that of course we can stick into the hand. The battle droid is really hard to get to stand up just because its legs and everything are so skinny, but we can take the gun and slide it into the hand, so just like that, so it can hold onto the gun. Then of course you can get the other hand to come up there and hold onto it. And then we got the battle droids there. Of course their heads don't twist too well unless they can kind of pull it up there, so you get the battle droids there ready to go into battle with the guns. But that's just the normal gun, and I think this is the one that you can take pretty easily and stick onto the back. So it has this little peg thing here on the side that you just take and stick into the backpack there, so it kind of sticks in there. And to go along with this, even though this is the heavy, it comes with additional weapons, so it obviously has that gun. It also has like a sniper rifle or a long range rifle here, which again this droid wouldn't use for the heavy, but it's got this. And then it finally comes with the gun that I'm going to consider at least the heavy blaster. figures. So in the game, I like to play as the heavy class, so that's a character I like to use a lot, and so they have bigger guns. I don't know if it looks like this or not. Again, this is a gun we've gotten multiple times with different characters and stormtroopers and everything, so I'm not 100% sure about this, and it even has the stuff that you can like mount it onto thing like a little stand, but of course this doesn't come with it, so I'm considering this to be the heavy blaster, but again, we can just take this and try and stick it into his hand real quick. So there I got the heavy gun in its hand finally. Of course, doesn't hold it perfectly, the hands don't fit perfectly into the hand grip, but it just looks pretty cool though with the big giant gun, so I think it looks pretty decent. I think obviously the little gun looks the best with this figure, but it's again supposed to be heavy, so it just gotta go with it. But I still think with the color swap and everything, this figure still looks really good. I think it was a cool figure thrown in as exclusive, just a figure you've had before, just in a different color. So there's our review of the Gaming Great GameStop exclusive figures of the Star Wars Black Series, Jedi Knight Revan, and Heavy Battle Droid, both from video games, and I think they look super cool. Of course, they're great exclusive because they're figures they've released already, just in re-updated colors and stuff. Of course, the Revan looks so different enough that he just looks to me a lot better, and then the Battle Droid just different color, but they still look very cool. So let me know your opinions of them in the comments down below. Let me know if you got them, and if you did, what your opinions of the figures are in the comments down below. Let me know. Again, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed this review, and of course hit that subscribe button to see all our Star Wars Black Series reviews. But thank you all for checking out the video. Stay awesome, and I'll see you next time.